Abba. So, I want to quickly draw our attention to us taking responsibilities to our faults. What do I mean? In Genesis chapter 3, after God has given commandments to Adam and his wife and Eve not to eat of every other trees in the garden, but of a particular tree that they should not touch. And then the serpent came and deceived Eve into having the fruit, and Eve extended the love to the husband, Adam. Now, when they felt God's presence in the garden, Adam quickly took Eve and they went to hide themselves. And then in verse 9 of that chapter 3, God asked, Adam, where art thou? Instead of him to respond, this is where I was, he said he was afraid because he was naked. He heard God's voice and was afraid because he was naked. And God asked him, how did you know that you are naked? Have you eaten of the tree I instructed you not to eat of? Instead of him to own up, to say, Lord, please, I am sorry for my actions, for disobeying your instructions, he quickly shifted blame to Eve. I said, is it not the wife that you gave me that brought the fruit for me to eat? And God went to Eve and asked, and Eve also shifted the blame to the serpent. That is the serpent that beguiled me to have the fruit. God did not bother to ask the serpent. He placed a curse upon it at once before he came back to Adam and Eve to give them their own punishment for disobedience. I want to believe, assuming Adam and Eve submitted, they own the fault that yes, you gave us this instruction, but we are sorry for our actions. That's curse that God placed on them they wouldn't have earned it. Probably God would have forgiven them, but because they shifted the fault, I want to believe that is what brought for them the consequences of their action. So most times when we are guilty of our actions, we should take responsibility and apologize rather than keep shifting faults to other people or looking for somebody to take responsibilities for our own actions. Learn at all time to own the responsibilities for the actions you take and stop shifting blames to others. Thank you.